Hello, I'm Stephen Redding, and I would like to invite you to the intimacy of my shack here in the woods of eastern Pennsylvania. We are initiating today a video series which would help to enunciate and establish some discourse between those of you who have been introduced to the message and those who want to know more about the message. And the message essentially is the message of more. As of about 2 years ago, I have begun to bring these thoughts, visions, and experiences to the world at large, and the interest has been spread quite wide. So it has become, I think, very appropriate that we establish this means of communication. And I want you to know that it is also your show. And one of the reasons for doing this is to allow you to make comments and ask questions via messages on YouTube, or to send an email directly to stephenredding.com. And then the hope would be on the following videos that I could answer these questions, or certainly write back to you with whatever is necessary. So this message, which we are speaking of, began in the first book, noted as Something More. And what's beautiful and unique about this message is it begins to answer the question of why we are here and who are we. And I think this is the most compelling concept of a journey, the journey of life. If you look at the illustration done by my daughter Mercy, you will note that we are represented as a ribbon of light that passes through a great sea of darkness. And to me, friends, that does represent indeed the journey. And from that standpoint, it would suggest that as we celebrate life in whatever way that we live life, we continue this journey, in fact, add inertia, which helps assure its destiny. Some have asked me about the destiny, and we will commit an entire video to that in the near future. But let it be said for now that it is that one day with a beginning and not an end. In the interim, it's important to note the darkness that surrounds us. And for those of you who are not already aware, life is surrounded in many respects by a darker realm. As compelling as life is, there is an equal attraction. And we experience that in this world by so many means of taking life away. This is difficult, and for me this morning I sit here with a heavy heart, having returned just recently from the loss of a favorite in-law, who in an instant found it necessary to take his life away. And what really troubles me is the power of his children, as beautiful as they are, and his wife and the family at large, that we weren't able, collectively, to suppress whatever that urge was. This is not someone one would have considered capable of doing this. So like the wonderful moms who sometimes are moved to throw their children in a river, the darkness is real. But as we understand who we are and why we are here, I think we gain an advantage in suppressing its power. And throughout our journey, whatever it might be, it's important to remember that life, celebration, is not so defined that we cannot enter into it every moment. The general condition of this celebration is to honor the life within you while you're caring for the life around you. And if we do that, we are living in that beautiful river of color. And even though we will be challenged and life will put in front of us many demands, we will know how most effectively to address it. So I want to end and close this short video with a question, a very compelling and most important challenge for each of us. And that question is your life valued? Are you living in such a way that there is purpose in your life? Is there something that excites you when you awaken in the morning? And if not, friends, to be all that we can be both in our personal lives and in the world around us. It's so very important that we find the courage to change the picture. And let me be clear, that which needs to be done today in such an important way can be done from right where we are right now. It has so much to do with honoring that life within us and knowing that we don't have to do the overwhelming and the great. But what we do have to do is celebrate with the extensions of our belief, the extensions of our meaning, and have a purposeful and intentional relationship to the world around us. As we do that, we are empowered. Life is well, and our way in life is assured. Thank you.